be on their phone while they're shopping. And it's like, I can remember back in the day when people wanted to go to the grocery store and shop, they would write down on a piece of paper what they wanted to get. They would go to the store, they would buy what's on the list, then they would go home. Nowadays, people people go to the store to shop, but yet they gotta be talking on their phone the whole time they're shopping. It's like, why? Aren't you there to shop? Are you there to shop and talk both? Or I mean, and then what I hate is when somebody's in the store shopping and they're on their phone and they have it on speaker so that we can hear everything that's being said by the person in the store and by the person they're talking to wherever they are. They'll have it on speaker so everybody can hear what's being said. That's why. I just, I can't be that way. So like normally, other than when I took my, phone to work, to make those two videos and stuff, and but you know, I won't do that too much because you said that we need to concentrate on our YouTube video channel, so I can't be recording for YouTube at the store because of the music, and we have no control over the music. It's piped in, and we can't control it. We can't control the volume. It's there. Matter of fact, when we close and nobody's there, the music's still playing. It doesn't shut off because everybody went home. It stays going all night long. Huh? Oh yeah. Every day the music is playing. Every single day. And in the wintertime, well, it's usually the day, um, well, like around the 1st of December, they play nothing but Christmas music, and we have to listen to it all month long, and it doesn't end until after the first of the year. Then they'll go back to playing other music. So for the whole month of December, while we're working at the store, we have to listen to Christmas music, and they play the same songs over and over and over and over. They don't they don't mix it up. It's all the same, huh? Yeah, but but because of the music is so loud that I don't even think that microphone is going to, block it all out. I really don't think it will because the music is so loud and we can't control the volume. It's just, it can't. We can't. The music is piped in from somewhere, wherever, and so we can't turn it off. We can't turn it down. We just have to listen to it as it is. And when I'm in the back, especially in the back room, not in the produce room, I can still hear it in the produce room because they have a speaker, in the ceiling, and even in the produce room. But it's not as loud as it is when, like in the back room and stuff. I mean, it's extremely loud back here because they have like um, they have they have it's like megaphones, but they're speakers mounted on the walls, and the music comes through it like you're talking, like somebody's talking through a megaphone. It's really loud. Yeah, I don't even think that mic's going to eliminate all the music. I really don't think it will. But we'll have to see. But I don't think so. I will try once I get a microphone like that. I will try and I'll record something. I won't post it, but I'll record it and then I'll play it back to see whether if it eliminated all of the music or not. I just got a funny feeling it won't because the music, especially in that back room, because of those megaphone like speaker things that they have mounted on the walls, that the music comes through in the back room is very very loud. We can't control it. No, it's the unit that the music is piped into, and then it's in the office, and then the wires are connected to it that go out into the speakers and stuff throughout the store. And but there are no volume buttons on the unit in the office. It's just it's just a unit that the music comes into, and then it's piped out into the store. So we have no control over any of it. We can't turn it off. We can't turn it down. We just have to listen to it. And like I said, it's on 24/7. It never ever goes off. The only time it goes off is if the power goes out. If there's a bad storm and the power's knocked out or whatever, then the music stops because there's no power. But that's the only time the music ever stops. Yeah, when you're here, what? When you're here, what? You'll be what? Oh yeah, we'll be doing that a lot. Yeah, we will go and we will go and see them and stuff, and and that's the same place where the rose gardens and all the different flowers and everything is also where that those pictures I sent to you of the fish that was in that pond, my thing. That's in the same place, the OARDC. So, huh? Yeah, and like I said, it's hundreds and hundreds of acres, so there's plenty of place to walk around out there. There's you know, it'll seem like it will go on forever, and we can just walk around and walk around and walk around, and it's like that I guess it's sort of like a gazebo like thing, and I went inside, and it's showing the different flowers, that are that bloom at certain times of the years and stuff like that. That I sent you a video of when I was inside of it, walking around and stuff. And that's out there. It's the same place, and so yeah, and see it's called, well, the short version is OARDC. It's the Ohio Agricultural, um, OARDC, Ohio Agricultural Research, yeah, Ohio Agricultural Research and Development Center. That's what the OARDC stands for. So everybody just calls it OARDC. They don't say, oh yeah, the Ohio Agricultural Research and Development Center. And we just call it the OARDC. That way we don't have to say all those words. Good night. Actually, in 12 minutes it will be good night because it's 12 minutes till 9. So in 12 minutes it will be good night for sure. Yeah. Well, hon, while you're stretching, if I happen to see anything, it ain't like I'd be seeing something I ain't seen before, so it wouldn't be something new. So that's the first time I did it all night because it's getting close to that time. Yeah, I see your heart, and what I'm going to do with my heart is I'm going to be a bad boy right now, and I'm going to put it right there. Yep, it's right there. That's my heart. It's right there. Okay, I'm pulling you up. I'm pulling you. Come on. No, while you were laying there, what I did is I took my heart and I put it down there, and I said, "Yep, that's where my heart goes. Not on your butt. I wasn't putting it on your butt. I was just being a bad boy. What can I say? I'm just a normal red-blooded American male, you know. So that's what we do. I see you. There's a game that we used to play in the cars, like when when I was traveling, for with mom, dad, whoever and stuff. If I was in a car, one of the games we used to play was called we driving down the road and stuff. We'd say, "I spy something," and the person would be looking around and stuff and say, "I spy something green," and then the other kids would have to try and guess what they spy that is green, other than green grass or green trees, whatever. But that's obvious. But you know, or they say, "I spy something blue," or "I spy something pink," or and then you got to try and figure out what they're talking about because they can't just say a color unless they actually saw it. So then the other kids would try and guess what they're talking about. And another game we used to play in the cars was if we saw a Beetle, like a Volkswagen Beetle, a small car, a Volkswagen Beetle, we'd say if somebody saw one, like if we were driving down the road and there was one going the other side or whatever, and the first person that would see it, they would hit the other person in the arm, not hard, they'd hit them and say, "Slug bug." That means if they saw a, a Volkswagen, car, Beetle, bug, and they would hit the other person and say, "Slug bug." That was just one of the games that we used to play in the cars. So I have to do that on you. I well, I'll be driving. I'll be driving. You'll be in the passenger seat, and if I happen to see a car, a Volkswagen Bug, a Beetle, go by and stuff, I'd reach over and I'd hit you and say, "Slug bug." I thought at first, but yeah, we used to have, we just had all kinds of, when we're traveling and stuff, especially when you're young and you're with your parents or whatever, and you're traveling, you know, you, you come up with things like that just to keep yourself amused, you know, because sometimes it would be a long trip and you get really bored. So, as kids, we would come up with, with games to keep us amused. What are you saying? You want to eat? Me? No, I'm going to bed in 7 minutes. I ain't going to eat now. Uh, no, 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 sorry. Not now. Not, no, no, not when I'm going to bed in 7 minutes. Ain't going to happen. Well, the last thing I ate was when I ate that banana, and that was what, three, 3.5 hours ago? The last thing I ate before that was, let's see, what was it? Oh, when I stopped and I got something and I did my laundry here in town before I went up to go to give my plasma, even though I didn't give plasma, but I stopped at Burger King and I got a burrito. Well, it was a breakfast burrito, and so that was like about. Well, I had my doctor's appointment at 9. I got out there at 9:35. And then I stopped at Burger King, got that breakfast burrito. Then I went to the laundromat, and while my clothes were in the machine, in the washing machine, I sat there and ate my burrito. So that was before 10 o'clock. So that was the last thing I ate until I ate that banana here earlier. So that's all I've eaten today was that breakfast burrito and that banana. That's been it. So, and my weight when I went up, to give plasma, my weight was exactly the same as it was Friday, 230.2 pounds. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, out there at OERDC. Well, I will go out there now Friday. Um, Not sure. I think it's at like 9:30 in the morning Friday. I have an appointment with my family doctor because the one I went to today was a specialist, because of the prostate cancer. So he was a specialist. It wasn't my doctor. But Friday I have an appointment with my doctor for my it's something that I get done once a year. It's free. It's a wellness checkup, and that's where he gives me a complete physical, checks everything. It takes about 45 minutes, and it's just a complete physical, checking everything. And you know, he listens. He takes his stethoscope and listens to my, breathing and my heart and everything in the front and the back. He checks my, my glands on my neck and just checks everything about me and stuff. And so, I get that done once a year for free. So this year it's this coming Friday the 10th. So I'll be going to that Friday morning. Huh? I will, hon. I will. And I will, when I get off of work tomorrow, see, tomorrow I'm scheduled 7 to 12 tomorrow. So when I get off of work, I will drive out to the OARGC just to see if there's, any roses or flowers or anything in bloom yet. I don't know, because usually it's like sometime in July is when it starts. So, and they're like fully in bloom in August. So they start blooming and everything in July, but I'm not sure exactly when in July. So I will drive out there after work tomorrow and just to see how they're doing, how far along they are, or if they have started blooming or anything. And then then I'll go from there. I mean, it may be early enough that that nothing has started coming out yet. I don't know. Won't know until I get there tomorrow and check it out. Because it's right here. It's just at the south end of Wooster and stuff, so it's not you know basically it's just outside the city limits by like a quarter of a mile. So it's still almost right in the city, but so it's not that far away. Yeah, it's not that far away. I mean, now if you was to walk from here to there to where it's at, because I live at the north end of town, and this is at the south end. So if you was to walk, it would take you anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half to walk there, to walk one way to get there. And then it would be the same amount of time to walk back here. So it's better to drive if you can, or like we had the city bus, and the city bus goes right out there. That's one of the places they go on their route is out there. So so I'll see what it's like when I go out there tomorrow. But like I said, for right now, I'm not going to be recording anything at work unless it's for Facebook. But you said to primarily concentrate on our YouTube channel, so that's what I'll do. You know, every now and then I'll do something for Facebook, but yeah, that's for YouTube. And the other way, up and down, yeah, that's YouTube. Yeah, moving it around and stuff, stuff. And then if it's for Facebook, it's up and down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Now I'm going to record like that, but I'm going to say, Zoom. Did you see that? Zoom. Did you catch it that time? You got to be quick, hon. You gotta watch real quick. You got to quit. You got to watch it. Oh yeah, I'll take my tripod with me, and yeah, and I will set the tripod up, and I will turn the recording on, and I will walk around a little bit, point some stuff out to you, and then I'll move it somewhere else, put it in place, then walk around and show you some other stuff. That way I'm not holding it and possibility of falling. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be doing that. I will stand in one place and I will move it along and show you stuff. And then when I get ready to walk, if I'm walking, I will pause. I will put it on pause. I will move to another section, start it back up, and scan it some more. Then pause it again, move to another place, and do it again. That way it'll all be one video, but it'll be, I'll film a certain part, and then I'll move to another part, and then film another part, and each time I move, I will pause the recording. I will pause the video. I will pause it. You can pause a video as you're recording. You can pause it. There's a button you can push, and it'll pause it. It'll stop recording. It doesn't, it doesn't stop it. It pauses it, and then I can move to another position, and then restart the video, and then scan it some more, and then I'll pause it again, and I'll move somewhere else, and then start it back up and film some more. So it's all one video, but it's like in different areas. I'll pause it between moving and stuff. That way I'm not recording and walking and falling and then getting up. So I will pause it each time I move. I will stand stationary, record. Pause it, move over here. Start the video back up, film. Pause it, move somewhere else. Start the video back up, and record. I won't record and walk. Yeah, but I won't be recording while I'm walking. Yeah, well, that's where I fell out here. That's where I fell walking up the steps. Normally people trip and fall when they're walking down the steps, but I fell up the steps. I'm a klutz. Oh well, it's gone. It's all gone. Yeah, it was just a little boo boo. But 9:05, time to go to bed. Yep, 9:05, time for me to go to bed. I know. We've been talking for hours. Something like that. Yep. Yeah, because you got up at 3. You got up around 3 o'clock. So it's been like, you know, a good 6 hours that we just been yakking away. So actually, when we get off, all you have to do is look. When the video call ends, you just look at it, and it'll tell you exactly how long we've been talking. But yet we've ended it and called back because I remember earlier when I could barely hear you, so we had to end the phone call and then call back. So so actually, you need to look at when this ends. Look at the last two video calls. So that combined total will be how long we've talked between the two calls. So don't go by just the last one alone. Because remember, we had to end it because I could barely hear anything you were saying. So we ended it, and then I ended it, and then I called you back. So, so whatever the total of the last two video calls are together is how long we've been talking. And it ain't like we have anything to talk about. We just we have diarrhea of the mouth. We just talk and talk and talk and talk. But if we didn't, if we didn't talk like we do for hours at a time, we'd be so bored. We would be so bored if we were not talking all the time. We would be bored. We would just be like, why did I even wake up today if I'm not talking, if I'm not talking to her or not talking to him? You know, if we're not talking, then why did I even wake up today? I'd be bored. I can still see you because this is a it's silk. So when I do that, I can still see you. So I'll tell you what, hon. When I raise it up, you do something with your hands. You know, make a heart. You know, hold up one finger, two fingers, three fingers, whatever, and I'll tell you exactly what you're doing. Okay, go ahead. You got 10 fingers up. No, you got nine. Your thumb's in there. You got nine up because you got one thumb in there. So yep. So I can see straight through it. It's silk. Okay. Okay. Yep. So okay. Um. Yep. Six. Yep. Okay. Six. Well, see, my picture was blocking two of your fingers. So my picture up here in the right hand corner were blocking two of the fingers. So I had to six because it was blocking two, and I didn't know whether you were holding up two, or if I was just seeing the bottom, like the bottom part of the two, or didn't know for sure. So, but I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to bed now. 10 after. So time to go to sleep. Time to go to bed. That's 33, 36, 99, 69. Now, did I hear that from you that that's your favorite number? Huh? You're recording? Yeah. Okay, hon. I'm going to sleep. Good night. Yeah. You enjoy it. Yeah. I know what you mean. I won't say it, but I know what you mean. No, I ain't going to say it. You're recording. No. Okay, I said it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to go to sleep now, hon. So turn the light off. Shut my computer down. Turn the light off. Go to bed. So I miss you too, sweetheart. I love you forever and ever and always, so so much. I always will. And I wish there was more I could do for you. And I wish there was more I could do for you right now, but I can't. So I just have to accept it. So, okay, okay. Good night, sweetheart. Whenever you go to sleep, you sleep well and sweet dreams too. Whenever, I don't know I don't know when you'll go or when you'll get up or anything like that. I'll check in the morning when I get up to see whether you're asleep or not. And, huh? I will, sweetheart. You too, whenever you go to sleep. I mean, I know it's only nine, a little after 9 in the morning for you, so it'll probably be hours yet before you go to sleep. But you'll probably go out. You'll be on your phone, or you'll go out walking and recording and going live, and you know, like I said in the past, you always go live when I'm not around. So, oh well. I just have to watch your lives after they're over with. Okay. Okay, hon. Okay. Well. Okay. One, two, three. Okay, hon. Good night. So, I miss you. I want to kiss you too, hon. I really, really do. I look forward to the day that I actually can. And yeah. So, okay. Like I said, my other phone's dead right now, and this one's at. It finally got up to 32%. So, so once I turn it off, I'll leave it plugged in so it charges up, and then that later on, when I get up to go to CR sometime later on or whatever, I'll plug the other phone in and let it charge up. So, but I figure it's probably dead. Even though I turned it off, it was down to 4% when I turned it off, so it's probably completely dead now. I miss you too, sweetheart. So I will talk to you sometime in the morning, if not after I get home from work, if not the next morning, you know, sometime. So, okay. Good night, sweetheart. I love you. Mm, so have a great rest of the wonderful day. Oh, I must have hit the wrong button. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go over and shut it down. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna go over and shut it down. As soon as we hang up and stuff, I'm gonna shut it down, turn the lights off, turn my air conditioner off, and go to bed. Oh yeah. 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 It's cool in here right now. It's still at 72 degrees, but it it's cool enough. And when I turn it off, I'll turn my fan on and have it blowing over towards my bed and stuff. And so, yep. I mean, it's not that hot outside. It's only in the mid 70s outside right now. But I just figured I'll just leave the air on and stuff until I get ready to go to bed, and then I'll turn it off. So that's what I did. So okay, hon. I will talk to you sometime tomorrow. Well, like I said, I will check and see if you're awake when I get up in the morning. If you are, I'll say good morning to you. If not, if you're asleep, I I won't say anything until I'm about ready to leave, and then I will send you a message that I'm leaving to go to work. So in case you don't wake up and stuff, I will wait until just about time to go. Then I will message you that I'm leaving for work. But I will I will sit here and wait to see if you wake up. So and if you're asleep, I won't turn. I'll turn your camera back off if I see you're asleep. But I'll still sit here and wait to see if you call. But if you don't, I'll assume you're still asleep. So okay, hon, I'm going to bed. So night night, my love. Thank you, sweetheart. You sweet dreams to you too whenever you go to bed. So okay, so night night for now, and bye bye. Okay, okay, I'm hanging up now. Mm. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye bye. Okay, I'm hanging up, hon. Okay, take this out of the holder so I can place it down here on the thing here. Plug it back in. Turn it off. Shut my computer off. Here. This one off. Here.